We can think of the soul or the true self as the core of an onion, the metaphorical core of an onion. And the ego, which is the assumptions and the identity that we build around ourselves in this life, we build on top of that. We think I am a man, I am a girl, I am a teenager, I'm an adult. And throughout all these stages of our life, we go through different identifications. The spiritual journey, for my opinion, is about removing these layers. And, realizing that you are not just a man, right? You are not just a businessman or a businesswoman or a dentist. You are not these things. What you truly are is the consciousness behind these things. And what does that mean? Before you had a name, before you were identified as which gender or which family or how wealthy you are, before you had these identifications, you were just purely aware of life. You would look around the world, and you can still do this. You can look around and try and picture the world without identifying it, without labeling it. And from that state, without the labels and identifications of the mind, we can know the true self, the true consciousness which observes. And this consciousness observes our thoughts, our emotions, the outside world, all of it. And because it observes these things, we know that it is not these things. So we are not our thoughts. We are not our job. We are not even a human. Of course, in this body, we take form as a human, and we are observing this human life. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to experience this life, right? But we know, and we must come to realize that we are of the spirit. This is a temporary cosmic drama. It's a show. And the attachment to this show is what causes that suffering. There was never meant to be this suffering. There was never meant to be an initial, resistance to reality. Helicopter. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we are meant to live a life of joy. We are meant to all live a good life. But we identify into this body, into our material world. It's the fall from the garden by identification. And through all these different practices, different forms of yoga, meditation, prayer, we come to realize that we are not this body. Some religions may say we are the Son of God. Other teachings will say that we are God. But we know that we are of the Spirit. And that's what it's all about. We peel back the layers. Rather than looking for the true self by looking externally for that, that self, the true way of finding, the true self beyond all is to just peel back the layers. A great saint named Ramana Maharshi spoke of this in great detail. He had an experience when he was very young, and he simulated his own death, basically. And he realized he's not the body, he is not his thoughts, he is what observes. And it was a simple question, who am I? For him to understand, he is everywhere, he is everything, and so am I, and so are you. Deep teachings will say that we look into a grain of sand, right, a tree, and we see the same consciousness. You look at an animal, and you see the same consciousness that we share. And that is what non-dualism is, right? It's saying that we are all different forms of the same eternal consciousness. Call it God, the universe, but we are all that which is in different forms. And this is how you can really, I believe that this is one of the ways to fully love one another and love yourself, by realizing that in the essence of it, we are all equal. We are all one. We are all of the same source, and we are the source. So, I think identification with this material world causes a lot of suffering for people. And we must come to realize that we are not this body. We are the eternal consciousness beyond it. Open your eyes and just look around. Try and not label everything. Try and just see the world for what it is, beyond your mind's opinions. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will be seeing you all soon.